Okay, hey guys. Alright, look, my brush is double loaded now, and I'm sorry about this right here. I This is the second time I videoed this. I did the first video and showed you how to do this, and it didn't record. Well, it recorded, but I didn't have enough room on my phone for it. So, anyway, I'm going to go back and do roses on these two spots, okay? So, I'm going to start right here, and you got your double loaded brush. White's on top, red's on the bottom, Napa red's on the bottom. You're going to do your C-stroke. Okay, most of you guys pretty much have seen one stroke painting and stuff like that. Okay, that's basically what we're doing here, but I'm not doing one stroke. I'm kind of patting it in like a one stroke. And because I want stuff to go on in there, eventually, I mean, you cover up most of it, but you do see it in the end. I mean, it just shows. Okay, and then you're going to do your C-stroke right here. Just like that. You're just going to go down and do your C-stroke just like that. Okay, and all I'm basically doing is getting a center point. All I'm doing is shaping my rose. I really do not care what this looks like at this point. Then I'm going to start up here on the chiseled edge, and I'm just going to put a petal right there. See? And then I'm going to go here and put one there, and all I'm doing is shaping my rose out. I really don't care what it looks like. I just want the shape of it. So just keep coming down, get your little petals in here. You know, you're doing little patty-pat C-strokes all the way around it. When you get to the side right here, you do shorter ones, smaller ones. Come back up to the top on your chiseled edge, and you're just going to stroke it like that. These are going to be your back petals. So, like I said, don't worry too much about what it looks like. You're just trying to get your shape in here at this point. That's all you want. You just want your shape. You want the shape of the rose. See, I'm losing my white up here. I've got background showing and everything. I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so after I get my shape in here, which is, it'll be alright. I'm going to take the heel of my brush with the dark point, and I'm just going to scrub in this whole area right here, because I want this dark. This is the center of your rose. You want that dark right there. Okay, now I'm going to wipe my brush off. All I'm going to do is just wipe it off, just like that. I'm going to pick up some more white. See, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing this with one hand. And, I'm trying to see. I didn't even pick up the red. I just picked up the white. And I'm going right back in that same puddle right there. And double stroking it in again. Because you usually have enough red on the end. That red lasts forever. So that's really all I want is some white. Okay, go back over here. And you do this over and over. And believe it or not, it comes out right. Okay, so I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to do my center stroke again. See? And then I'm going to do my bottom, except this time I'm starting on the chiseled edge, and I'm just really looking for the center part, because this bottom down here I really don't care about, but I'm just looking to get, I'm just doing the shape. Don't fret over it not looking like a petal, because it's not going to, not yet. Okay, I need more paint. So I'm getting some more white paint, dipping it. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just keep shaping this out, you know. I don't want to cover up all that dark color, but I want a better shape. I don't like the shape of it, but it doesn't matter, because even this is going to get covered up. But you see this right here has a ridge of paint. I do not want ridges of paint yet. Okay, so I kind of wipe that out and just keep going. Keep adding these, just keep adding petals in here, just like that. Okay? Alright. This really needs to dry for a minute, but I know if I stop, then we're going to be in trouble. I'm getting more paint, and remember, I am not picking up red. See, I still got a little bit of red in there. I'm still not picking up red. But I also want you to notice that white paint is moving to the ferrule of my brush, and that is what ruins your paintbrush. So, wipe it out. Get it out of there. But don't wash your brush. Don't ever wash your brush while you're doing this. pick up more paint, stroke it back out. Running out of paint. Okay, back over to here, and I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to keep going like this, except I'm moving in towards the center now, and just keep coming in like this. Move toward the center, keep the white to the outside edge, and just keep moving towards the center in those same little strokes. See how it's starting to look? Okay, and remember, no ridges yet. You will get to the ridges, but not yet. And you see how I'm trying to leave some dark. The biggest problem on painting these roses is you end up with a big pink pine cone if you don't watch it. That's why you keep putting your center in. Do not lose your center. And see that little dark spot? You don't want to lose that little dark spot. Come back in here, go like this. Let's get that back in there, okay? Alright, this really needs to dry. Pick up some more paint, and this time I am going to dab into a little bit of red because I'm getting dry. So, but I still don't have a whole lot of paint on my brush. I don't want a whole lot of paint. That's how you avoid those ridges. And it's still not dry yet, but since I got this dark on here, well, I thought I did. Hold up, let me get some dark. Okay, now I got some dark on here. Since I do have that on there, I'm going to go back in here and reinforce this dark right here. And you notice I'm covering up petals and everything. I don't care. I just want that dark in there. Watch the shape of your rose. Okay, let's go back in and get this back in here. See, I even made a new center. And that's where you got to be careful that you don't end up with big old pink pine cone. Your center of your rose will end up here, and you keep adding more and more and more petals down here, and before you know it, you got the prettiest pink pine cone you ever saw in your life. Okay, more paint. Go back in here. Okay, go back in here and do the same thing. Okay. Still don't want that. See what I'm doing? I'm using the edge of my brush now. See, it's all starting to mix together now. And every once in a while, I'll come over here to my paper towel and just wipe it. And what that does is get your chisel back. And that chisel is what you really want. Dab a little bit more white. Come in here. I know this is going to be the worst video ever, but I promise the next one I'll have somebody help me. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm doing this. Alright, I'm just thinking about where my petals should be. And trying to do it through the video camera, which is not working very well. Okay, here we go. And by the way, I said these brushes was hope they work. These brushes I don't like. I'm not getting what I want out of them. So add that back in here. And from this point on, I'm just going to be quiet and concentrate on the rose. And y'all just watch. That way, you'll see what I'm talking about. See how I keep coming in here, and I'm trying to get... I don't want to lose that dark, but at the same time, y'all know I got light paint roses, so... But see, if you look on here, I'm leaving little bits of dark in here. These are your little, if you don't have that, you don't have any shape to your rose. You need those little nooks and crannies and stuff like that going on. And this really should be wet, but, I mean, it should be dry. Yeah, see, I don't like this brush at all. Let's go back in here. Okay. Basically, that's about how I do it. And just keep coming in. I just keep moving in those little strokes. I just keep moving them in further and further inside. And you see why I don't like this brush? Because it's not keeping my edge on it. Yeah, y'all gonna hear me say a word or two in a minute. Okay. Alright, so what am I gonna do here? This brush is not working for me, people. Okay, I'm double loading my brush again because I'm losing it on it. And go back in, get some white. Go in here. And on the last layer is where you start wanting to leave ridges. Oh my God, this brush is awful. Okay, anyway, y'all see how to do it. That's how I do it. I just keep going in. If you get to a point like this, if you let it dry, which I'm going to, and I'm going to change brushes. But from this point right here, I'm going to let it dry. And I'm going to have to do another video because I'm not getting anywhere with that brush. But y'all saw the steps. It starts out like that. And then you just keep working your way in. You know, you just keep working your way in. You get smaller and smaller strokes. Keep your dark right here. And just keep reworking your center. Make sure you keep that center. You want it in the center. You don't want it up here. You want it in the center. Okay? And I'll try to get another video to where I can finish this rose out. But I think you got a pretty good idea about what it's about. Okay?